What's up guys and welcome back to the Card Tricks. We're gonna talk today about my top favorite cards to perform cardistry. I have to say first of all that what you are gonna see is a very personal, and this is the first one, but it's not exactly this one because the number 10 are the bicycles which its back are from a different color. For example, this one which is orange, and in this position I also want to include this Eco edition, which is a version that I really love. I'm a really big fan of the bicycle playing cards which has a different color on its backs. Okay guys, number 9 is the Metalux edition of bicycle also. The reason is only because of the design of its backs and the technology that is used in this amazing deck. There's nothing special about the handling or the feeling in the hands, but this deck guys is especially beautiful as you're watching. It's a really amazing deck. Number 8, and this one is really special for me because I didn't expect that I feel this deck was special for cardistry, because I'm not really sure if this deck was thought to be great for cardistry, but in my opinion the feeling in the hands, the durability and a lot of little things makes this deck, which is called Joker and the Thief, absolutely amazing for this art form. The packets stay really easy. I have to say that the cards in this deck are really thick, but the feeling in the hands of these playing cards are really amazing. I really recommend you to play with this deck. Number 7, the Origin from Cardistry Touch. I really love these playing cards. I have to say that this deck is especially thought for cardistry. As you're watching guys, there are no faces here, and my favorite thing about this deck are the backs, which are absolutely stunning. This back design is one of my favorite nowadays. Another thing that I really love about this deck is the sliding property and its durability, because it's a super durable deck. As you're gonna see guys, if a deck of playing cards lasts a lot in time, it's something that I really appreciate. So number 6 guys, the Tallyho Blue Seal, like this one. This is the old Tallyho deck, manufactured in the Cincinnati, Ohio old factory. The feeling in the hands guys has nothing to do with the Tallyhos from today, so they are really special. They smell also different, maybe I'm a little bit crazy about that, but I feel like this deck smells, oh, it smells to the old good times. They are amazing to do dribbles also. So top 5, in number 5 we have the Absolute deck playing cards. This deck is amazing and it's one of my favorites, but in this top I'm gonna talk only for cardistry purposes. So the Absolute deck is super awesome for cardistry, not especially super good, but the feeling in the hands is very different. So when you are holding an Absolute deck in your hands, you know that you're holding something really different. Every card here is also super thin, and it makes the feeling of this deck super amazing and really special. In spite of the stock of these playing cards, which is not super durable, I really love this deck. Since the beginning of practicing cardistry, this was one of my favorite decks. Okay guys, so number 4 we have here the Virginia Slims playing card. This is a vintage deck which is special because it's super thin, and also what is broken in this deck is amazing. It's super durable, it slides also very well in time, so the Virginia Slims in my opinion are one of the best decks for cardistry. It reminds me a lot to the Virtuoso playing cards, but with a vintage feeling. So although the designs are awful, okay, and maybe the bags are not the best ones, I have to say that the feeling in the hands is super awesome, and I totally recommend it. Number 3 guys, the Virtuoso decks, which are super awesome. I really love this deck for 2 reasons. The first one is that the playing cards here are super thin, and the second reason, and maybe the most important one, is that these decks are super durable, so you can handle it in time. These decks are one of the most durable that I have used. If you love cardistry, this deck is a must-have in your collection. Okay, so number 2, we have this B-Wings playing cards. This is one of my all-the-time favorite decks, not only because of the amazing design, but also because of the feeling in the hands. These playing cards are super awesome. They keep together the packets really easily, so it's perfect to two-handed cards. Although it's not a deck which slides pretty great, the feeling in the hands is perfect, and that is the reason because this deck is in my number 2. Okay, number 1, my favorite playing cards to perform cardistry. And yes, you don't expect this, because my favorite decks to perform cardistry are the Fournier ones. I have to say that Fournier is of course not paying me to say this, but I have to point a little bit about this. I'm not talking about a new deck of Fourniers. My favorite decks to perform cardistry are Fournier which are broken in, because are absolutely amazing for two-handed cards. In my opinion, this is the best playing cards for two-handed cards, not only because they keep the packets together really easy, because at the same time the feeling in the hands, the feeling of every card is super special. The varnish that is used for this deck is unknown, and that's what it makes it super unique in the feeling. Once you are opening a deck of Fourniers for the first time, you're gonna feel that they are super thick and they are really hard to manipulate. But if you have patience and if you are manipulating, in some weeks or even 1 month, you are gonna have in your hands, in my opinion, the best deck for cardistry. I have to say that this Lee Asher Fournier 605 is by far my favorite, because I don't know why, but the feeling is different to the other Fourniers. You can perform Pharaohs very easy with this deck, and at the same time it keeps the varnish feeling of the surface. So maybe if I have to give only one reason because I love the Fourniers, it's because of the feeling of the surface of the playing cards. It's super premium and probably the best ones I ever holded in my hands. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this top 10. I know there's a lot of people who didn't expect this top 1 position, but I have to recommend you these playing cards because when the deck is broken in, you have in your hands a super awesome deck. Okay, the fans are not perfect and the sliding property is not the best one, but the rest of this deck is perfect. And you have to remember that this top is very personal, so I'm a huge fan also because of the simplicity of the feeling in the hands. There are some emotions or some feelings that are really hard to explain, especially in another language that is not Spanish for me, but the feeling of this deck is superb. Alright guys, so I hope you really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe and activate the bell button if you don't want to miss any of the videos of the card tricks. My name is Miquel Roman. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.